Hi, I'm a bit of a weeb. Did you know those Rankin Christmas specials were animated in Japan? Unfortunately, I don't think a complete list of all the animators exists, at least I couldn't find one. So as both a tribute and a fun drawing exercise, I decided to draw 4 of my favorite Rankin Christmas specials in an anime style. First up is Santa Claus is Coming to Town from 1970. I saw this for the first time when I was a teenager, and I thought it was funny, so it stuck in my brain more than the other ones I'd seen before. Aside from the janky animation, this origin story of Santa Claus is very silly to me because everything that happens in the movie is an answer to a dumb question some fictional kids have about Santa, like, why does Santa wear red? In the movie, the answer is just because, but the real-life answer is because of Coca-Cola ads from the 1930s. Why does he ho ho ho? Because he learned it from seals. Why does he have whiskers? Because he's a man and he grew a beard, you dummy. And my favorite, the reindeer fly because the winter warlock had feed corn that was specifically made to make reindeer fly. But regardless, it's still charming and fun. My favorite character is the winter warlock. I just love his evil design specifically, so I had to include it in my drawing. To make this look more like anime, I made everyone's eyes larger and further apart. I used thick outlines and bright colors. I tried sticking to everyone's character designs as much as possible because now that I think about it, anime basically just means animation from Japan. So technically, these already are anime. I'm just kind of turning it into a 2D anime style. And I know from personal experience with anime that even the 2D styles come in all kinds of art styles. It's not always big, colorful, shiny eyes. I think that's what most people think of when they think of anime. So honestly, it doesn't look that much different from the original, but I thought I brought a little bit of anime flair to it. Next is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 1964. This one might be the most popular out of all the Christmas specials, and I agree that it has a lot of charm. There are a ton of subtitles all crammed into one, and I'm just impressed that they all pay off in the end. Everything from Rudolph wanting to be accepted by his community, Hermie wanting to become a dentist, Yukon Cornelius searching for silver and gold, the island of misfit toys. It all pays off by the end of the special. In my drawing, I again stuck to the character designs quite closely. One change I made to Rudolph is that I gave him more fur details on his joints and around his ears. I think it makes him look softer, more fuzzy. For Yukon Cornelius, I turned his little dot eyes into bigger anime eyes. I wanted him to look like Senshi from Delicious in Dungeon. I just thought the look suited him. I gave the abominable snowman spiky hair because in the original animation, I noticed how much his fur moves around his head, probably as a result of the stop motion process. They didn't tidy it up every single time. So I gave him anime spiky hair, and I'm sure most people, when they think of anime, think of spiky hair. Anyway, I made the mountains very flat. I was paying tribute to the way they look in the special, but I also added depth to the background by adding more snow-covered trees behind the mountains. Next up is The Year Without a Santa Claus from 1974. I like this one a lot, but I do have a minor grip with the title. The whole premise is that Santa got sick and depressed, so there was the risk of him not doing his Christmas Eve rounds. But by the end, he still ended up delivering all the toys, so technically there was no year without a Santa Claus, but that's not important, because the Miser brothers are in this. The Heat Miser and the Snow Miser are the best part of the movie by far. If they weren't in it, it would be a snooze fest. They also have the best song in the movie, and their character designs are iconic. I was looking forward to this drawing the most because of those two, but I forced myself into including the main characters because they are important. Duh. Of course, I have Mrs. Claus taking care of sick Santa down at the bottom, with the elves jingle and jangle riding Vixen up above, and they're bringing along that one kid that didn't believe in Santa until Santa visited his house and sang a song at him. He's important. So I saved the Miser brothers for last because they are so fun and likable, and I had a lot of fun drawing them. I liked adding more detail to their designs. I didn't change them a whole lot, I just kind of added more anime flair to them. One of my favorite parts of the special is when the Miser brothers are flipping each other off behind Mother Nature's back while she's trying to force them into peace negotiations. I just think that's funny. Now that I look at it, I think I accidentally made this special look more action-packed than it really is. But if there's one thing non-weebs know about anime, it's that a lot of the most popular ones are action shows. And finally, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus from 1985. Most people don't know about this one, so I'll just run down that it's a fairy tale origin story for Santa Claus based on a book written by L. Frank Baum. You know, the Wizard of Oz guy, that L. Frank Baum, in case you didn't know. The special starts with a framing device. A council of immortals has gathered to debate whether to grant the human Santa Claus the mantle of immortality, and the guy in charge, the Master Woodsman Ack, which is definitely an L. Frank Baum name, tells the story of Santa's life, which is completely different from the one in Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I won't go through the plot because I want people to find this and watch it. It's fun and charming in the way a lot of these old Rankin Bass specials are, and there are some funny moments too. My favorite is when Santa is trying to deliver toys for the first time, but at the very first house the door is locked, and he just goes, well, it's time to go home. It's not gonna work. And I'm like, you gave up so easily, dude. Anyway, this is one of the more obscure Rankin Bass Christmas specials for sure, but if I had to rank them, this might be my favorite, and it's really just because of the character design. And my absolute favorite character design is the commander of the Wind Demons. I love him so much. I love his multiple arms, his angular face, sharp teeth, his leaf-shaped robe. He's also the immortal on the council that talks the most, and his voice is really funny. He's just the best. I love him so much. I centered my drawing on the Council of Immortals since their character designs are the most fun part for me. I of course enjoyed drawing my boy the Wind Demon the best. The only major change I made to his design was I gave him hands. The Master Woodsman Ack is in the center, presenting the story of Santa's life to the other immortals, which also allowed me to put a nice yellow glow on everybody. I also had to include Necile in the back. She's a wood nymph and Santa's adoptive mother. I put Santa's sleigh in the back behind them, passing in front of the moon, and I flexed my weak background drawing muscles to put them in the Forest of Verzee. That's where all the wood nymphs and the other immortal forest creatures live. I recommend this movie, but I also recommend reading the original book as well. It's a short read and it's very L. Frank Baum, very whimsical. My favorite part of the book, I think, is when Necile takes baby Santa and says, I don't care that he's mortal, I want to raise him. Instead of getting mad that she broke his rules, Ack just kisses her on the forehead and says, I can't stay mad at you. I just thought that was cute. So here are my 4 Rankin Bass anime posters. I tried finding their Japanese titles and I traced the characters onto them so it looked more like anime, but it's possible that I messed something up because I am illiterate in Japanese. So that's it. Merry holidays, everybody. I'll probably be making videos next year, so stay tuned for that.